good evening, good afternoon. All right, let me finish cleaning this crap up. All right, that goes there. I'm gonna hang these annoying rattly things up. $46 degrees in Freedom Units. Can't beat it. No, OG. As far as I'm aware. But we're gonna I have something else we gotta kind of crack through real quick. I'm actually gonna grab my cut mat for this. Hopefully real quick. If it's gonna take longer, I'll throw it off to the side and we'll come back to it later. We're gonna need that out of the way. Give me 1 second and I'll answer your question. Don't know if it's a 12X series. It's one of them weird ass numbers. I'm not sure which one. So we got to get some film off of this because this tape is absolute garbage. It's on here, and we're going to replace it with some other tape. I hope for that to be a quick job. However, I don't see that it will be. Let's try and peel this tape off without damaging anything. Make sure that we're peeling only the tape and not the digitizer. That would be bad. Yeah. All right, let's just get rid of the... Okay, yeah. We're tape only. That's good. It's kind of counterproductive taking this tape off, but this stuff does not hold for anything. That's the rumor. So we're going to use a better quality tape on it. Going to try to anyhow. All right, we're the right width for the sides, except that one goofy part. That part we have to remember to cut out. So where will that be? Correct orientation on this thing. That will be... Oh, we have a cutout on it. We can actually see it. So this is a tablet. I don't know if I fixed this one on stream, but it came back in because they couldn't figure out whether they couldn't touch it. And after a few days of poking the bare screen, they found the digitizer had fallen off and brought it back. So we're going to peel all this tape that I've pre-cut off of here and get started on retaping this display real quick with something a little stickier. I'm going to try and hang this up so I can at least get some use out of it because we'll need some thin spots. And then we can hop onto that PS4. We're going to do a quick smash up job on this, hopefully. All right, let's see, what do we need? One, two, oh yeah, hold on. Get back to your 12x question in a moment here. That should be enough for now. And the answer to the big question is, where the hell did they put it on these? Oh, right there. I'm looking at it. Yeah, 1215. So CUH 1215A is what this one is. So, OG. Let's get these out of the way. And we have a few that we need to tape. Excuse me. We're going to want to set that there, as we have to cut that one piece, which that's going to be super interesting. Possibly room on that outside for a small strip. We'll try that here in a minute. I hate retaping. Did you save the other half of the thin strip cut before? The stuff that I pre-cut? Yeah, I have it. I ain't trying to knock on 3M's tape, but some of their tape is just garbage. Complete garbage. Let's look at, so the important parts we need to look at here. And honestly, I should just go ahead and use these parts to save myself the hassle, the bottom and the top. Just so I don't have to cut any kind of silly. Any type of silly stuff. Yeah, no. That's definitely right. You got a camera that goes there. And then that, that's not straight. We'll straighten that out. We're not blocking any sensors. I think we'll get by. Because what would we have to leave open? Let's look at this for a moment. No, we're taking that back off. We could pass straight under that. No trouble. So that wouldn't be too hard to get around. It's just a little more work. OG second gen, let's say. Well, I'm glad you know it. I don't follow those things. I just know that it is a product made by Sony. Many people bought it. And they have many different problems. We'll say that much. Let's get a knife and try and cut a thin strip on that.
Hi, Nick.
Oh. Yeah, buddy, what's happening? we go. All right. Landlord just stopped in. He had to stop in and say hello. But we muted up. Anyhow, we're going to try and cut a thin strip off this, obviously, to try and fill across that top. And I don't know about the little block in between the cameras, but maybe we'll put one there. We have to be careful of the camera. And then we have the proximity and ambient light sensor that go there. We'll grab a roller quick and see if our cutting skills hold out. So let's move. Actually, I don't want to move that up too far yet. I'm going to go with the side. We'll expose the side that don't have any cuts. As I said, we just need a real thin strip to run that top. So hold it down, get the blade out, and try and give a slice. Yeah, I'm so far off center frame, but that's okay. Well, we can see it all the same, right? That may stick out a tad. Yeah, we're going to have to trim that, bump it down before we put it on. That's the top taken care of. Now we got to work the bottom and then also cut out this. But I think if we put a thin strip down each side, that may work in our favor as well. Let's attempt that too. Don't really. Yeah, I do have enough uncut there. All right. Hey Moose, what's happening, buddy? I just saw you in chat there. I'm poor at checking chat. If you haven't, people, there's a comment pinned at the top. That's my Twitch channel. I also stream there when I stream here. So yeah, go follow me there. And if you feel like it, subscribe. I'm gonna be getting in a more regular basis of streaming there, I believe. I want to try to anyhow. And I think I cut the wrong end off this, but that's fine. We'll still give it a trim, and we just need a thin strip to run down that side. So it's probably thinner than what we cut before. We'll give it a shot. I think we might have got it, but it doesn't really want to peel. So we'll try from that end. There we go. All right, let's repeat and try and get one more for the other side. Is it possible? I suppose if I laid the tape on there a little straighter, that would help, but It is 60. Eee. Yeah, look at that. Done it twice and it's still not right. Yeah. Well, this one left and came back, so. The story on this is it went out, and obviously you got to imagine no button and this being in the housing, but they spent a couple of days poking and prodding at the bare screen, wondering why it wouldn't touch, and then they found the digitizer laying on the floor, is what they told me, and it came back. So instead of sticking with the stock 3M tape that comes on it, which in my opinion is not very sticky, doesn't hold stuff down great, we're using something that's has a little more grab to it. And I cleaned this up the other. Ooh. Okay. I cleaned this up the other day. We don't want to cut the glass, so that will be that goopy spot, and then we have a bigger one. But we'll look at this side. I just want to put two little marks here, and then we'll try and feel out where that is on there. We need something with a flat end. That should do it. It doesn't go that far in. And we definitely don't want to cut any of that other layer that's in there. The black, like the black. That's actual digitizer. We don't know what's running where on that. We can kind of see lines, but better to not chop into it if we don't have to. All right, I think that will do it for that. Let's trim out our other piece of tape and then get ready to do that bottom. The bottom I may recycle to save time, or not. Who knows? That is still my tape right there, so that's good. Let's get in there and just take a quick look at it. Let's see what's what. Yank this camera over and take a look. See, 100 tools in the way. Yeah, it's definitely the tape. Yeah, we didn't cut too far down. That's good. but it's not doing a real good job of cutting. That's we are dealing with some sticky stuff though. Let's not forget that. And don't scrape the glass off, you fool, or the paint. Right, that's about as far as I'm going to push it on that one. Hop back over to the main cam. Heading to bed. It's almost 3. Just drop. You just got to set your clock to a different time so you can hang out longer. That's all. Just run on a different time zone. You know, just tell your boss and everybody in life that it can't be helped. You just got to run that different time zone, you know? No, just kidding, man. Don't do that. All right, now we have to look. So that goes on there like so, which means it goes on there. So we're going to tape up to it. Dang. Okay. Oh. What else? What else was he saying? Yeah, same one. All right, so we're going to try and tape around that quick with what we got left here. I don't think if there's anywhere we can make a straight shot, that would be nice, but I don't believe that is the case. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Would be nice. That's literally going to wipe off, but we try not to wipe it while we stick this down to our plastic to cut. And let's find out what we're left with. Something that will work there or not. All right, seems to be the case. I can't complain about that. Bring one up to each side, kind of. Then thin strip the bottom, and we should be good to stick this thing on. Well, a little bit of trimming. All right, button in place. We'll trim this back. And we have to fill in this side. And can we make it work? Last one. Yeah, it's all scrap. Let's grab a new piece. Stream early. Yes, I will. Stop by next week. All right, back to the plastic, see if we can make this one happen. Then we also will have to trim. That's another. Yeah, perhaps a bit much on that one. And with any luck, we cut that off and it's good to go, right? Good to go. We hope. Let's not slip and cut that cable there. That would be bad news. All right, now we get to pick it all loose and yeah, go with it. And re-clean this for the 100th time. Got a lot of picking on strips here to This is genuinely one of my least favorite things to work on. I don't do much with tablets anymore. But they came in and used that K word, you know? So I kind of had to do something. This is one of those ones from the whatever I was cutting before. So it's gonna have little hang-ons on the edge of it. Got to get them to cut loose. And yet another reason to wear gloves is we're not getting any finger oils all over the adhesive. Even if our glove happens to wrap up around, the worst can happen is a little bit of dust, and that's almost equally as bad as oil from your hands. And we have a few specks that we're going to try and get off there. Let's get all the adhesive off. So not on the Stream Deck. Get out of here, man. Definitely not as nice of a tape job as what it comes with. But for sure, we know we got some stickier stuff on there. That corner rolled up, and I do not like that. That could throw this whole job, but we're not going to try and cut it now. Try and get specks of dust off. It's also going to be a tough one to line up. I don't like doing these not in the case. So how do we do this? That's on. Try not to let this touch down too much. We also can't bust that ribbon cable up any. Need the button. All right, excuse me, popping it into the case will give us somewhat of a guide for alignment. And where'd that damn button go? There it is. All right, last time, specks of dust be gone. Well, that's not good. I'm getting no breaks with this button. All right, let's find out if we can get this to stick now. That's kind of the big thing. All buttons work. Bottom button works. We're stuck in place. We're going to throw this in clamps and then get it back to the customer. However, we have one spot here that's, I don't want to squeeze too much, but is it sticking up? It looks like it might be, like it doesn't want to snap down, like the case don't want to, because we cut the, oh, it's that one part, it's that one silly part where we cut it, but it was kind of like a double layer. But even the glue on this thing is only cut out in that one spot. Well, the glass isn't sticking up. It's snapped in place. We're going to go with it. All right. Let me see if I can get a cord quick. Dang. I'm not going to have much time for PS4 stuff today, but that's okay. We'll just continue it another day. That looks a little weird. We might have to... What I'm seeing, we might need a screen as well. If I have to open this back up, that's going to be bad. That's, just depends what I'm seeing. Let's turn it on. That just could have been this thing trying to... Yeah. Do we see that? So it's going to need a screen now. So the digitizer coming out and just poking at it has it, I hope that comes across on camera. Just wait till it lights up. You're really going to see it. So originally digitizer replacement and poking around and picking at tape. And it come back with a broken screen now. So we're going to have to, yeah, look. Also, let me see that this thing isn't in some type of night mode. And just to show you why it's senseless to even fix this. But we still tried. 1, look at the color of it. 2, look at the lines running through it. And 3, just look at the interface that we're dealing with here. Anybody want to guess on this Android version before we go down and check? It's got to be 4 something. .442. Not worth repairing. But not my device. And I recommend against it. But regardless. It needs a screen now too, so I'm going to have to call and let them know that. Anyhow, let's start tearing the PS4 apart to get prepped for the next day that we do this. Which will hopefully be tomorrow, if I get the time. If I get some time, that'd be awesome. Yeah, right, close enough. 444, yeah, it's 442. I don't know why they even want it. I have newer stuff here that I will give away, but they want that tablet for whatever reason. There's not even data on it. But yeah, I've got newer stuff to throw away that is much newer. So, oh yeah, here we go. Throw the job up. PS4 OG. Power button. So that one clicks. But I don't know if you can make that out on camera. It doesn't even click. And I think we can take and kind of pull it back out. And when we pull it out, it just falls back in. So power button and a very loose HDMI port. But we're going to confirm power button first, although possibly not today. I really hope it's not a broken piece of plastic. That what do I want to call it? That plastic assembly that's in there. Like it's got like the straight piece and the hook and that little power button thing. It's a nuisance. So we got to yank a digitizer and replace the screen, all without breaking anything. Warranty work, love it. Yeah, that's about the size of it. Is all right. How does this come off? We got the screw out. I'm trying to think about this model. We pull on the front, right? Pull up here and pull it up over the power button, and don't break that little power button. And then the side, I think, yeah, something like that. The only good news on that tablet, though, is digitizers can be had for like $8, $9, and the screen isn't much more. But it still sucks to have to replace any of it. Second digitizer I bought, and now we need an actual LCD for it. Alright, so let's check out this button assembly first. That's like first order of business. We should be able to pull that out. And let's really look at this. As far as I know, everything is intact. Has a little thing that hits the button. That's what clips it in. And it has the bottom hook to keep it hooked in place. So power button, or the actual power button mechanism, is intact, which should lead to a broken power button there. Wherever it is down that little chamber, we've got to tear it down to get to it. And this thing is getting a service while it's here. So, yay. Get rid of some of this shit that's in the way. We won't need that. iPad 3 and Alcatel Pixie 7 on the pile. Aha! You got stuff to fix? Is it you just fixing that for you, Luke? Or is that like customers want it fixed? Can anybody confirm on this model? Is that screw in the right spot? Should that be black? Or should that not be a silver one? I know metal into metal you need fine threads. But I thought that was a silver one that went there. Not a black-headed one. Nah, aging monkey brain. take that out when we get to it. All right, is that it? How many more? 1, 2. Oh, is this the model with the portable screw hole? Like it actually has the loose portable screw hole in case you wanted to move it around. Yeah, the thing about the company who distributes corporate e-waste to people who can use it. I had a guy contact me here. He wanted to like whatever I could give him computer-wise, come in and I said come get it, but he never showed up. He wanted to build any computer that would run Windows 10 out of my parts and stuff. You know, any old spec hardware that would run Windows 10 and get it to families that could use it. But he never showed up. So I don't know if he just was not close to here or what the story was. Yeah, he bugged me for a little bit and I said, yeah, sure, come on. And he never actually showed up to come get said hardware. That was his mission, was supplying families that couldn't afford a computer, like trying to get them one. Because anybody that can't afford a computer like that should more than qualify for any of the ACP internet programs that we have, or hotspots. You can get I know you can get free internet, free hotspot, free cell phone. It's not the greatest service, but it is still service. And for what it is, it works pretty damn good. So that one was a little off kilter. Where was he? Right there. We'll put him back with his buddy for right now. What do we need? That. Gets reused and upgraded for other people. Awesome, man. Yeah. That's what. Anybody that's local that wants to do something like that, I definitely don't have the time with the hours I put in weekly, but if you want to get computers into the hands of people in your local to here, stop on by. All right, where are we at with this one? What else? What other crazy shit? Can we lift this yet? Or do we have... Am I imagining this? Can we pull this or no? We can. Bottom side. Power supply. All right. And this, how does this one come? Is that... let me think about this. It should be the back. Yes, no, maybe. It's been so long since I've torn one of this model apart. Yeah, it's this side. I hate these. Just a little step on that one. So, slide that off. Go away. Yeah, power supply side. Alright, Phillips. What am I missing? Did I miss something? No. There it goes, finally. Man, why do they make these things so tough to unplug? That's gonna rip loose off that board, and this one isn't much better for wanting to come out of here. And with that, I believe we're loose. I can't promise anything, but I believe. All right, wow, dirty. And that's nice and solid. There we go. Let's look at it. Yeah, we can leave that there for now. Get some light on the subject, switch cameras, and let's make a call on this power button. What are we saying? What is the deal with the power button? Yeah, that's something happened to that one. Oof. Yeah, that's. Woo. I'm pretty sure I have those. Let me check here. Because it's not just a straight down click, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that the one? Shouldn't that have a, well, here, I'll show you. That should have a plastic housing over it, if I remember correctly, right? Plastic housing over it, and then it has like a little push-in button thing, I believe. Unless I'm thinking of a different model. Could be. So let's take a look-see. Yeah. So it'll have a little housing, little clip that goes over it, and then it has that little button that pushes in. But is that what we're looking at there? It looks like it. Because then that button pushes in and clicks down on the center part. Let's open this new one up and check. Just gotta check the fitment. Getting into these little packages too, that's always fun. Alright, let's. Hubbard, yeah, absolutely correct. Touch sensitive. Yeah, that's definitely it. It's just missing, because all it is a tact switch. It's like literally right here. It's just a little tack switch, kind of like on any tack switch, like a CD drive or something. Let me think. Literally, just like the buttons on the side of a phone, any of it, same type mechanism, you know. But then it has this housing over it with this goofy button that slides in, and when the button slides in, it has a slant on it that clicks down on that. Well, we don't have much time left, but we can probably rip this off of here. And I don't know about throwing that one on, but we'll give it a shot quick. Let's yeah, working on it right on the console. That would not be cool. Let's set him out of the way and throw this board down and see if we can get at least a quick repair on that before I get out of here for the day. Probably not, but we'll try. Grab some hot air. Come on, cheapo, start up. We need you working, buddy. I know, end of the day, but you got it. You can do it. We believe you. Just grabbing my iron quick, too, as well. Just in case. Might need backup. Alright, iron on. Let's do it. The switch is pretty well gone. Let him chill for a sec. Pull this out. Oh yeah, that's just about to hop off of there. A little bit of leaded solder. Won't hurt a thing. Help it melt easier. And let's rip the rest off. Well, that was a button, right? Alright, and the new guy. What do we do with him? I say we clean them pads off quick and just solder them right in place. Let's grab some wick, grab our iron. Alright, come on, new guy, it's your turn. You get going into active duty, sir. Nah, never mind the carnage. That guy, he'll heal up just fine. A couple weeks in the hospital. Recovery, he'll be good. Don't you worry about what he looked like. Why? Hold on now. Why do we have buttons there? like little, I don't know if this is the right guy, is it? Is that really supposed to stand up that high? Or is that for a different model? This might take some Googling real quick. Let's go ahead and Google it for a sec. What is that? No, it might be a slightly... They only got one picture. Let's try and find one with two pictures. I mean, it's literally the same thing, but do those little knobs have to... You'd think they'd line up with something, right? What could they possibly be doing? Let's get some greater minds together here. What are those two knobs doing other than keeping that suspended in the air? See, it's going to go one way but not the other, and if we just kind of hold it, it's going to be up. I think we're going to have to trim those. I don't believe they belong on this model, unless we just got stuff wedged in there that we can't see. Let's clean the area up. You got bad eyes, but not that bad. I was certain there was no holes there. Nothing of the sort. Yeah, no. So what's the move here? Do we trim those off? Huh. I'm looking for a 1215A, trying to find somebody that has pictures of the underside of it. Power eject switch. Okay, so they do make them. Here we go. I mean, that's not exactly a clear picture, but do we see? They make them without them. Now, what's the difference going to be? I say no harm if we just chop that off of there and put it on and see what's what, right? Let's do that for a quick minute. So we got to get those off of there somehow without breaking anything or bending. This sounds like a fun time, genuinely. Already bending that leg, see? Try that. That might give us a little bit better grip than tweezers. You can't really grab hold of these. And as much damage as we're not doing, just think this little pieces of tin that are folded. One more. Come on, there we go. We didn't fling the switch to the moon. That's it. It's time to celebrate. Now, big question. That gets the contacts a lot closer. Will it work though? Solder. And that's one problem there. It always melts the tape. Yeah, get up there. All right, we'll try and do this left-handed. If it don't work, we'll abandon it. I also got to get out of here, but I was kind of curious. I wanted to see, you know, what the verdict is. All right. We're going to run into any problems there. It doesn't appear so. Every time. All right. Throwing the micro pencil on here quick just because it's got much pointier and should get us in there. And you can't throw too much heating. You're going to melt the switch. That's the other kind of big problem. But as far as hot airing one of them on, I don't think I'd do that without disaster. Possibly from underneath, but still, plastic and heat and me do not get along. So we'll try this. And if it goes on, it does. If it don't, it don't. We'll be back again another day. Little stupid piece of tape. Get on there. And let's go back to the bigger iron quick. Okay, hot air off and grab it. Oh, nobody can see that. Sorry. Are you really not plugged in? Look, man, go. Thank you. There we go. Every single time. Pick that up. Always end up with solder on the copper. I don't know how. It's just this magic hidden talent that I have. Anyhow, yeah. We'll put a new piece of that on later. But what I'm going to do right now is just hold this switch down physically and just tap each of those 4 spots now that we got flux on it. Like I said, that guy kind of out of place, but we'll put another one on later. I want to know, if anything, will it work? Probably not. Uh-oh, I gotta go. All right, power switch gonna work? That's kind of the big question. Yeah. Kind of the big mystery and question at the time being. Will he work? Let's throw this just back in. We're just going to rough construct this. As Frankenstein as we can get. Let's see if what we did today was successful. I hate all those ribbon cables. Nuisance. We need what? One more? This guy? I don't even know if this is honestly important, but we're going to plug it in quick. Plug the other few in, and then I got to go. What do we have here? All right, 1, 2, 3. And what do we need? This guy? Not necessary to plug in, but we're going to. Just to get it out of the way. And who are you? There we go. Just want to see what the score is. Did it do anything? What else do we need? Is that it for power? Figure 8 cable, possibly? I don't have one handy. All right, people. If the power's on, good. We'll continue another day. If it don't, well, we'll still continue another day. Let's find out. We don't really need anything else at this present time, as far as I'm aware. We're not going to go slamming on the button. So let's see if we can get this guy to kind of go in and work with us. All right, perfect. So it does beep and turn it on. We don't have a hard drive or anything else virtually, but the button works. That's a good note to end it on. Thank you for hanging out and watching. I will see you either tomorrow or Monday. We'll be back to finish this one up. And apologies about splitting the stream. But, you know, useless repair on a tablet needs a screen now from bad tape. I don't know. Anyhow, have a good weekend, and see you soon.